Developing and maintaining chemistry is vital to any team's success. No side ever won anything with a team full of players who couldn't work together, and forging constructive working relationships is an absolute must. Clashes between opposing players is inevitable, but on-pitch coexistence is crucial to a team's success. And for 90 minutes, those on the same side can't operate on different wavelengths. A football club is just like any other workplace. Some employees will become friends, others will forge only polite professional relationships, and many will inevitably rub each other the wrong way. Add the sports-inflated prima donna egos to the equation, and the clashes are inevitable. So, here are 10 football teammates who absolutely hated each other. Number 10. Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham. Like many sporting rivalries, the feud between former Manchester United and England strikers Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole started with a single petty act. In early 1995, Cole was about to make his international debut as a 71st minute substitute in a game between England and Uruguay. Sheringham was the man he would replace, and the interaction didn't go as Cole had expected. A bag of nerves as he stepped out onto the Wembley turf. Cole reached for a handshake from Sheringham, but was snubbed. Teddy didn't even make eye contact as he wandered off the pitch, and while this incident seems minor, it sparked 15 years of resentment between the duo. Number 9. Gerard Pique and Alvaro Arbeloa. Gerard Pique and Alvaro Arbeloa spent 7 years on opposite sides of the Real Madrid-Barcelona divide, so as a professional rivalry, it is to be expected. El Clasico is one of the most famous and hotly contested games in the world football, and both sides will go to any length to thwart the other. But given that these two spent 5 years playing together for Spain, it's a little surprising that their resentment ran so deep. The rivalry became so hateful that Spain captain Sergio Ramos eventually intervened to put an end to the spat. Pique laid his side of the feud to rest ahead of Arbeloa's final real game in 2016. Number 8. Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo. Hatred is perhaps a strong word for Cristiano Ronaldo's relationship with Gareth Bale, but there's plenty of evidence to suggest that the two Galacticos aren't exactly best buddies. This content started simmering in 2014-15. Ronaldo would often show his frustration at Bale choosing to shoot rather than pass to him. But the most notable example in a January 2015 game against Espanyol, where Ronaldo's demonstrative rage left Bale facing whistles from the crowd. Ronaldo was the only real player to not embrace the Welshman when he scored in 2014 Champions League final. Number 7. Lothar Matthaus and Stefan Effenberg. Always a controversial figure, Effenberg accumulated 109 yellow cards throughout his career and was rarely out of the tabloids in the 1990s. His feud with Matthaus came to the forefront when he berated his former international captain in the press, calling him a big mouth and a quitter in his autobiography, which even featured a chapter titled What Lothar Matthaus Knows About Football. This section comprised of a blank page. This was no one-sided beef, however. Matthaus threw more than his fair share of barbs too, particularly during their mutual stint at Bayern Munich, where Lothar claimed that Bundesliga giants should sell Effenberg as he had lost his touch. Number 6. Robert Lewandowski and Jakub Blaszczykowski. Lewandowski took Cuba's international captaincy when he was injured in 2013, and this didn't sit well with Jakub, who spoke out against the decision in the press. Poland's manager chose Lewandowski over his former captain, however, and Cuba was made to sit the next few games out despite returning to fitness. The rivalry continued in the year when Lewandowski invited every member of Poland set up to his wedding aside from Blaszczykowski. The striker was fortunately transferred to Bayern the following year, ending their dispute at club level, and they have since made several international appearances together despite the captaincy debacle. Number 5. Oliver Kahn and Jens Lehmann. If crude pettiness is what you're looking for, you have come to the right place. Oliver Kahn and Jens Lehmann's long-standing rivalry is built on the kind of immature nonsense you would normally associate with the school playground, not two of the most decorated goalkeepers of their generation. The duo were major international rivals. They often featured in the same German national squad throughout their respective careers, fighting for the number 1 jersey. A guaranteed starter for several levels, Kahn often came out on top, but this changed when Jurgen Klinsmann was appointed manager prior to the 2006 World Cup. Number 4. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rafael van der Vaart. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is as much a professional rabble-rouser as he is a footballer and has made enemies with plenty of fellow players throughout his career. This includes a number of teammates, with one of his more infamous altercations coming through an AC Milan training ground, first up with Ogakai Yuyu, who stepped up to Zlatan, a Taekwondo black belt, after an unnecessarily rough tackle. A more notable spat came several years prior when Zlatan was still at AZAC. Him and teammate Rafael van der Vaart were still forging their reputations as players, but were seemingly okay with each other until Zlatan's Sweden met VDV's Holland in a post-Euro 2004 friendly. Ibrahimovic took van der Vaart out with a strong challenge, tearing the Dutchman's ankle ligament and forcing him off the pitch on a stretcher. Number 3. Rio Ferdinand and John Terry. John Terry and Rio Ferdinand once formed one of the strongest central defensive partnerships the English national team has ever seen. They were both terrific players and their strengths perfectly complemented each other. Terry was all blood and thunder, while Rio was a more composed, refined player who excelled with the ball at his feet. Both benefited from playing together. Their professional relationship fell apart in 2011 when Terry was investigated for alleged racial abuse towards Rio's brother, Anton. The Chelsea man denied the charges and was eventually acquitted by the Metropolitan Police. Number 2. Mauro Icardi and Maxi Lopez. The relationship became toxic when Icardi decided to have an affair with Lopez's wife at the time, then married her 6 months after her divorce. They were fortunately separated when Icardi joined Inter Milan at the end of the season, but Lopez's disdain remained, and the rivalry shot to national prominence when Maxi refused to shake his former friend's hand before a Serie A game in 2015. Icardi apologized in the aftermath, but his attempt at taking the moral high ground was soon destroyed when he made the bizarre move of getting Lopez's children tattooed on his arm. Number 1. Joey Barton and Ousmane Dabo. Tutor philosopher, mediocre midfielder, and human controversy magnate Joey Barton has made plenty of enemies throughout his career. The Scouser once stubbed the cigarette out on Man City youth player Jamie Tandy's eye, warred with yellow clogger Carl Henry on the pitch and off, and called PSG defender Thiago Silva a ladyboy during his time with Marseille. These incidents are beyond reproach, but Barton's clash with Ousmane Dabo, who he teamed with at City, is probably his most disgraceful. The two were involved in an altercation at City's training ground, and the Frenchman was brutalized, suffering multiple head injuries including a suspected detached retina. According to Dabo, Barton constantly struck him in the face while he was down on the floor, but Joey has maintained that Ousmane was the aggressor. So, do you guys agree with our list? If yes, then surely press the like button and leave us a comment down below. Subscribe to Extreme Jaws to enjoy brand new videos every day. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.